last record, Third Wish, sold more than 300,000 copies. And last December, he released his first solo full-length effort, Time is Money, under his new deal with Universal Records. Joining us now to talk about his rising success is the South Park Mexican, otherwise known as Carlos Coy. Carlos, welcome to All Out Houston. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Mike. Thanks for having me.
How's the world treating you? How's the rap world treating you?
Oh, well, you know, I don't have no complaints. You know, Universal Records is, I think, the best record company in the world.
You don't get much bigger than that, right?
Oh, yeah, you know, it's great. We're working on our first movie deal now. We're negotiating a movie deal, and they're promising me 800 screens on my first movie, on the script that I wrote. So that's probably the most exciting news as far as Universal is concerned, that I think, other than, you know, the new album coming out and everything for the summer.
Yeah, I guess historically speaking, the rap sound and the rap music first came out of the African-American communities.
Sure.
And even today, I guess, predominantly, most of the rappers are African-Americans. There's, I guess, limited number of white rappers and limited number of Hispanics. And you are from Houston. You're among the most successful. What made you want to get into it, and how'd you break through to where you are today?
Well, I started rapping. That all came from a prayer. You know, people ask me, what got you into rap? And I just have to be honest. It came from a prayer. I asked God one day at the age of 23 years old, what can I do with my life? You know, you've blessed me with all this intelligence and all these gifts. I have to let us, you know, learn quickly and everything. And I haven't done much with what you've given me, but, you know, let me know what I could do. And immediately when I got off my knees from that prayer, I turned on the television, and in 3 letters on the screen, it had R.A.P. And then after that went off the screen, a man was on the screen saying, that's right, call this phone number and give us your best rap, and you could be the next artist to get signed up with a major label and this and that. What it was is it was a company looking for artists. Right. And they had a little commercial on television.
So you took it to heart.
I took it to heart. I took it as a message. And I wrote poems all my life, you know. For my mom on her birthday, I'd write her a poem. For my sister on her birthday, I'd write her a poem. For my girlfriends, I'd write them poems. And my poems always would bring tears to everybody. They just were really great poems.
Yeah, it really touched folks.
So when I got that message, I said, that's it, you know, because that's already rap is writing poems, but just to a beat. And so I did it, and from that day on, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to be where I am today.
Yeah. Now, we talked about how you've issued most of the stuff on your own record deal that apparently your own record label that you and your brother sort of created, and that sounds very impressive. But initially, my understanding is that you had to hand out cassettes to folks as you first got started, right?
Well, for $5.
Yeah.
We sold $5 cassettes.
But I mean, you were on. It's like, hey, you want to buy this?
Yeah. I started off with 100 cassettes. You know, I bought 100 cassettes for $130.
I mean, but it takes somebody that believes in themselves and obviously is not shy to walk up to somebody and say, hey, look, I'm trying to be a rap artist. I think I've got some good music here on a cassette. Would you like to buy it for $5? I mean, that takes a lot of guts.
It does take a lot of guts, but when you know you have something that's good and you know it's worth those $5, you're not ashamed to sell it, you know. And I never asked anyone to buy my cassettes. I would say, hey, this is my cassette. I'd like you to listen to it.
Right.
Can you put it in your radio? They'd put it in their radio, and, you know, and if they had the money, they'd give me the $5 for it.
Right.
So that's
well,
how it is.
Unfortunately, we only have very limited time here, and we're probably down to our last minute. But you've gone light years away from there. I've seen some of your videos on MTV. You're talking about your new movie deal. Where do you spend your time? Where would folks who want to see South Park Mexican, where would they find you?
Well, I'm at the record company. We're at 2122 Center, which is like 8 blocks from the courthouse, right where Houston Avenue and Washington Avenue meet. We're about 8 blocks from the courthouse, 2122 Center. If you ever want to come by, pick up a poster, get an autograph, that's my stomping ground. Either I'm up front at my office or I'm in the back playing basketball.
All right, and very quickly, where did the name South Park Mexican come from?
The name South Park Mexican came from my neighborhood, which is South Park, in which I was the only Mexican in the Afro-American, predominantly African-American neighborhood. And my name was Mexican. That's what they called me, hey, Mexican.
South
What's
Park
the deal?
Mexican, so you just took that, huh?
I took it. I'm South Park Mexican. That's where it came from.
Well, it's working great, and good luck to you with all your future projects.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you, sir. Well, grab a pen and calendar. Here's a look at some upcoming events. Celebrate Mexican Pride at the Cinco de Mayo Parade. It kicks off today in downtown Houston. That starts at 10 this morning. Then head out to the Miller Outdoor Theater for Cinco de Mayo Festival. The